And that's the great thing about Shakespearean characters, of course, is all these characters have a really good motivation for why they do things. Nobody is just bad because they're bad. They all, I mean, Richard, Lady Macbeth, Titus, all these, all these great villains, they want something clearly, and what they're doing is just what they need to do to get what they want. And Prospero is a great example to me where if one decision had been different in that play, Prospero would be a nightmarish tragedy. So The Tempest would have been a horrifying play. And that's what's great about Shakespeare's villains, is that they have really good reasons for what they do. They just happen to make decisions that might not be good for us if we were in their way. Anyway, or Hamlet. I mean, is Hamlet really a hero?
Well, he kills himself, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, is he a hero because he wants to avenge his father, or is he kind of a maniac who's going through this blood-soaked,
Hamlet didn't commit suicide. He was murdered. Yeah, to an extent.
Yeah, but
he was cut with a blade that was poisoned, and that's how he died.
Yeah, but I mean, it was. Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
guess
true.
it was imminent, right?
But it was like, but he knew it, and he could have stopped it.
Yeah, he knew where he was going.
That's why I call it suicide.
Yeah, that's true.
And is he a hero for leaving what he left behind him? A lot of Hamlet is really interesting because there's so many chances for Hamlet to say, enough. This went too far. Polonius is dead. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to work off my debt. I'm going to use my position in society here to make it right for these people I've hurt. And even at the very end, he could have said, now I'm going to become king, and I am going to make up for all the blood I've shed by being the greatest king that this land has ever seen. There's going to be a renaissance under me. But instead, he kind of abdicates that responsibility, and like you said, maybe commits suicide. So it's a very interesting question of how courageous is Hamlet and how much of a coward is he? Which is a lot of what our Hamlet has to deal with is, does he want to be courageous? Does he want to be a coward? And is he even really aware of which action is which? Or Hamlet.
And my question is, and I don't want you to answer it because we have to get to number 12, is when they get to Shakespeare, are they going to point a finger and say, it's your fault, you did this, you wrote us, it's...
we don't want to give that away.
That would be a huge spoiler alert. Yeah, because what's interesting about Shakespeare in our story is that it doesn't even exist. I mean, there's some people that steadfastly believe that he is the creator and he's going to come to life and he's going to save everybody. And there's others that say, no, you know what? Look at all the suffering and all the misery around us. There never was a Shakespeare, or if there was, he doesn't care about us and he's dead. So what's the point? And that's one of the things that Hamlet has to deal with along this way. I mean, he's on his quest to find Shakespeare, but does Shakespeare even exist?
It's sort of a proxy for us to have some discussion. And Shakespeare was great because all his plays, even the broadest farces, in the end got down to what it was to be human. And he asked big questions. And this is kind of a safe way for us to ask some big questions about what we believe and why we believe, and the role of God in society, or gods in society, and the role of the individual. And hopefully people will not only enjoy a really awesome comic book, but will come away and think, there's some interesting stuff rumbling around in my brain because of that, and they may agree or disagree with us, but hopefully they'll think it was interesting.
Now that's storytelling. All right, we're getting interrupted here, so I'm going to call it to an end. Hey guys, thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.